So we're going to have a look today at how to use colour pencils effectively to create some colour blending. For this to work, you have to know two things. Firstly, you have to know how colours work on the colour wheel, and you have to know that colours next to each other, harmonising colours, are the ones that are going to blend, and the colours that are opposite each other, contrasting, are going to help us create our shadows. The point of this is to use your colour pencils so that your piece of work looks more interesting, looks more realistic, and it means you can avoid using black for shadows because it's not necessary. First thing you need to do is pick out your colour set. So obviously one of the colours I'm going to use is going to be purple. Then I know that purple is made from red and blue. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of the others for a minute and just concentrate on using those. I need to then work out a base colour, and I can see, looking at the picture, that there's some blue down here, purple, and then there's the kind of lilac-y colour. So I'm going to actually start with this light blue. You might want to lighten your pencil marks actually, just a little bit. Just helps, so you've not got as much work to do covering up the pencil marks. If it helps, you can draw in colour pencil, doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to place my colour pencil over the first petal. One tip for colour pencil is the lighter you use it, the better. You can layer up the colour much more easily if it's lighter. If you're pressing on really hard, you just can't get those colour layers. Okay. What I'm then going to do is look at the darker areas, so go right from the very light areas to the very dark areas. So looking at this, I've got the very light areas here, very dark here. I'm not pressing any heavier than I did when I did the blue. But because it's a layer on top of a layer, I'll just show you here, look, really light, because it's on top of the other layer that we've done, is going to make it appear darker. So notice I'm moving in one direction, and just sweep your pencil around the edge, and it just picks that edge out. The trick to building up really smooth, well-blended shades with your colour pencil, or with actually any drawing pencil, is the layers. It's far better to add layers of light tone than it is to be pressing harder and lighter. It requires a lot less effort, to be honest, and it looks a lot better. It means you can get a lot more of a smoother result in your work. One thing you will find you need to do when you're working with colour pencils, especially when you're using a layering method, is to then think about shadows and depth. Now, one trick for that is to use a contrasting colour on the colour wheel. Purple and blue, their contrasting colours are yellow and orange. What we've got on here is red as well, so I'm going to use actually a little tiny bit of green. Okay, if I used yellow, it will make it go a little bit browner. There we go. That is a finished colour pencil study of a flower. It is more likely to be considered at GCSE to be more skillful if you use a full range of tone and you use the colour wheel correctly. Okay, so good luck. Let's see what you can do.